Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us in the office today. So, we are going to be talking about how to set up your office for your Lifeway business. I'm just going to dive right in and we're going to go through all the different things that you need to be able to set up your office. So, the first thing is, the first thing I want to start with is ultimately, this is how you learn to become a professional network marketer. And all it is we just become professional list makers. That's really what we are, is we build out our own list and we help other people build out their lists. And so that's really how you do this business and the main point of the business. But as far as your office and what that looks like, we want to get started with a notebook. So that's the first thing. So you need some type of notebook. If you don't have that today, then you want to get a piece of paper or whatever you might have. The next thing is a list book. So all of your people, so things that you can keep your list book on, that you can, keep your contacts in, where you're going to write those lists of names, what you have going on with them, who you're following up, all of those kinds of things. A calendar book. I actually use my iPhone. So whatever works for you, but if you need a hard copy, if you're a hard copy person, that is great. You can do that as well. Even like my list book, and there are some people that like to use Excel. And so definitely whatever is going to work easiest for you, but I want to make it as simple as possible. So whoever is doing this, they can cut it down to just notebooks and pen and paper and an actual calendar book. So you know that those are all available. But if you have some extra fancy tool that you already use and know how to use, then please do that. However automated you are, that's fabulous. So definitely use all those tools available to you. This is just coming down to the most simple form of what you can do. The next thing is you want some type of book that you carry around I missed one actually. Let me find my follow-up clipboard. So when you're calling people, you have a follow-up clipboard of what you're reading. All this business is scripted. We just read scripts, we text scripts, we talk and text and text and talk. And so you're using scripts when you do all of those things. And all of those scripts can be found in my Telegram channel. It's called Nikki's Life Wave on Telegram. So you want to join Telegram if you haven't done that yet, and then either have me add you. I'll probably have to add you or get back with the person who invited you to the call so that they can then add you to uh, to my Telegram channel. I'm pretty sure I have it set up to where if they're in there, they can also add people. So, but it's under brand partner in my Telegram channel for those scripts. So, all right. So then you want the folder that you carry around with you. Now, when I started, I just took my blue LifeWave folder and I had all my little pamphlets that I would read or give to people. Okay. I also use an iPad, but I also am always leaving flyers with people of whatever we talked about. So I am going to go through this with you. I'm going to show you where to find all of these things as well. So we will go through that as well, but that and then business cards. So, and there's one other little thing with your business cards. So I carry my patches in this little pouch. So I can patch people. Sorry, I did an event. So I only have one Eon in here. So I normally carry one Eon, one Ice Wave.
No, Lexi. Lexi, no.
Um, let's see here. One Ice Wave, one X39. So there's an X39. I also carry a glutathione just in case I get somebody who is like stubborn. They have stubborn pain. I carry a glutathione as a just in case if I'm really trying to work on someone's stuff, and then a carnosine. So I carry all those in this little bag and at my business cards. So that was the reason I grabbed this whole bag and then went on another side tangent. So business cards. So you need business cards as well. This is mypatchtools.com. They can print this for you. You'll have a QR code that they'll do straight to your website. We also want to add on this. I'm trying to remember. These are my old ones, but I know what I did. So I took out my email address, and I put www.patchtheway.com. So I had them add that there. That may take an email or a phone call to get them to set that up, but we have talked to them about being able to do that. And obviously, I know they can do that because they did that for me. So that's where you get business cards. That's just kind of the quick overview of the 6 different things that you are looking for to set up your business. So let's talk about your list book and how to make a list. So let's start going over that. Let me find the right notes for this. Okay. So as you're making a list, you want to start with a list of 10. Grab your cell phone, write down cell phone number. So do it right now. Go ahead, if you're looking at your phone, I don't know if you're on your phone, it may be hard but hopefully you can get on your phone and listen to me at the same time. But grab your pen and paper. If you don't have your book yet, that's fine. And let's start making that list. So grab that phone, start going through people that you want to contact and write down so you know. Or I'm going to give you some ideas of who you can write down to jog your memory of how to make that list. So name and cell phone number. Right now, if we're just doing it, if you just want to write down their name, that's totally fine. You can go in and add the cell phone number later or to your Excel spreadsheet or however it's going to work for you. But pen and paper, if people start that way, that's great. Obviously, you can see that's the way that I've started and do. So, so who do you know that would like this? Think of people who would like this technology, who are into their health. Who do you know? Who do you know who has considered stem cell injections? So who comes to your mind with that? Write those names on the list. Who do you know that you respect? Who comes to mind when you're thinking about who you respect? Who do you know that you love? Who do you know that you want to have this technology because you know there's something going on with them and they need the benefits, they need the help? Based on what you've learned, however long it's been, there's something that you've seen that caused you to think of them. Who do you love? Who do you know that has health issues? Same thing. People talk about what's going on with them all the time, especially as you're, close, as you get to know them, even if you just casually meet them kind of on a consistent basis, where you go to get your coffee regularly, where do you have lunch regularly, where do you shop regularly, who then you've, kind of developed this casual relationship with. And people are usually fairly open about what's going on with them. So who do you know, even if they're not super close to you, who do you know that's mentioned some type of health issue? Uh, who do you know that you want to do business with? Who do you like? Who's someone that you admire, that you like, that you think it would be so fun if we were in this business together and we could do this together? Because that is really what this business is. It's a team. This is about building a team of people that is working together. The way that the structure is designed is so fabulous because we truly are working as a team. Everyone's working together. Everyone's benefiting everyone else. They have done a fabulous job in how the compensation plan is structured. So we can truly work as a team. It's not one-offs. It's not individuals. It's truly people building that left and right side, everyone having a joint leg with many, many other people who are all working and building as a team. Who do you know that's workaholic? I classify this is where you find me as a workaholic. But it's because I love what I do. I would not have classified myself that way necessarily before I was introduced to LifeWave, but passionate about the things that I was involved in. Very dedicated, very scheduled. So who do you know that's a workaholic? And really what kickstarted it for me is I wanted to help people. This gave me an opportunity to actually help people and make a huge difference, sometimes instantly, which is just so exciting. Okay, so who do you know that has influence? Hopefully your list is getting written out. Who do you know that has influence? That you know that knows a lot of people, that people trust, that people like, they value what they have to say. that you should introduce to this technology. Who do you know that's a progressive healthcare practitioner? If you don't have a progressive healthcare practitioner, I'm going to highly recommend that you start going down that avenue for your own health, just for you personally, because in this day and age, we are constantly bombarded with toxins. It is so important that you get someone on your team who is outside of the norm, the regular allopathic scheduled plan. So get someone who you will like and trust that's on your team to helping you with whatever's going on with you. So, and then this is an opportunity because these progressive healthcare practitioners are looking for other ways to benefit their patients. They're usually very open to other technologies. They're excited about learning about now the time factor can be huge, but you just keep dropping, little information, little things at them and eventually there are a lot of them that will come around because they hear all your stories. You go in and you tell them your stories of yourself, of your spouse, of your children, of whoever it might be. Who do you know that's an entrepreneur? Who is very dedicated to their lives, and they're the ones who are in charge. They are the ones who are making things happen in their life and in their sphere of influence. Who do you know that is already in network marketing? Already in direct sales. So there are direct sales companies out there that don't allow you to join other groups based on their status in that in particular company. But guess what? They still need our technology. And they know and love people in their organizations that will also need this technology, even especially when they're in the health sphere. If they're in the health sphere, this is something that they're going to be open to and want to know about. So, who do you know? Who comes to your mind? Who's in your phone? So, let me see. Oh, so this is an issue that I had, so I'm gonna bring it up so that everybody can learn from it and not create the monster that I created. I have all these people, I'm looking through my phone, I do not remember who this person is in my phone or how we know each other. So please put down details when you're putting people in your phone, how you're connected to them, how you know them. So as you're adding new people in, or even as you're looking through your phone, if there are people like that, go ahead and add in some details now so that you don't have the list, of whatever 1,000 contacts and you have no idea where this person was in your life. So do that. And then what we can do with this list is you want to get back with the person who invited you to this business, or if they're not currently super active, get with one of your upline, whatever it might be. They are there to help you make calls. So if you're not comfortable with that yet, use us to help you make those calls of getting this in front of people, of talking to people so that you can get used to what that looks like. And even just start, who's your top 5? So hopefully you have a long list. Maybe you even went more than 10. Bravo. If that's you, that's amazing. There are a lot of people coming to mind. That's super exciting. So pick out your top 5 that you're going to start with. And then let's talk about how we're going to do this, how we're going to have a daily activity and what this looks like. So the system that I like to use is 333. Okay. So patch or talk to 3 people a day about this technology. Okay. So very doable, but also a goal. Okay. A good goal to set, because sometimes that can feel overwhelming. That's all right. Do I talk to 3 people every day? There are days that go by, 5 days of the week, that I don't make that happen. You know what? It's okay. So don't beat yourself up. It's just a nice place to start and have a goal that you just work a business. This is what the consistency of the business looks like, because hopefully then there's days that you talk to a lot more than 3. So it will, hopefully round itself out too. But the other thing that it motivates me, that if I've been out and about and I didn't talk to my 3, well, then guess what? I get on social media, I go to my phone, and then I reach out to someone on social media or reach out to someone in my phone that I haven't talked to or whatever, so that I can try to get my 3 in a day. So then you want to invite 3. So contact or patch 3. invite 3 to a call, to some type of podcast. So if you go to Patch the Way, which I'm going to pull all that up for you so you can see when we go through the book of what you're going to carry with you, everything that you need is there on Patch the Way. All the flyers you need to print, all this, even what you're going to read when you sit down with someone to explain the technology is all going to be there. So, and those patching podcasts are there. I just need to make sure, remember to show them to you, because all they have to do is go to patchtheway.com, and there's a little arrow, and then they can click and join that Zoom call right from our Patch the Way website. So you want to invite 3. So we've got Monday night calls. We have Wednesday night business training call. We have Thursday night testimonial. We have a Saturday night training, or Saturday afternoon now training call. So Monday night is always just X39, education and opportunity to ask questions about X39. So wherever these people that you're talking to, invite them to a call. Have them get on those calls each week. So so those 3, within those 3 could even be the 3 that you already patched or that you already spoke to. But so it's contact or patch 3 a day, invite 3 people a day to a call, and then where you personally then follow up with 3. Okay, so a lot of times my follow-up is a lot longer than 3, but again, based on what is your goal? Okay, set a goal of how many hours you want to work this business. What do you want and what fits into your schedule? Okay, so my follow-up can be a lot more than just 3 people, because I may be dedicating more time than, what my goal is. Your goal may be different, but let's just talk about a 10 hours a week of working this business on 10 hours a week. So let's break that down. So if you are spending 1 hour, 5 days a week to contact and patch people, okay, so 1 hour for that. So that's 5 hours. So that's where 5 of your hours are. And then, as well as the inviting is going to fall into that as well. The other 5 hours you're going to do in follow-up as well as training. Okay. So if we break it down with our training or being on a podcast. So if you do 3 hours of training a week, okay. So joining my calls are just 30 minutes. So, well, this one obviously sometimes is longer than 30 minutes. So I have this Monday business training, which you can count in there, or the X39 review on Mondays is 30 minutes. The Thursday night testimonial call is 30 minutes. So those are opportunities. The Wednesday night and the Saturday are usually an hour. So work in those of how you want to train or invite. If you invite someone to a call, my suggestion is you get on that call with them, because guess what? Now you have an opportunity to follow up. Okay, so they've been on the call. So after the call, you're texting or calling them, finding out what did they find out about the call. Okay, on my call, I'm telling people to get started. Contact the person who invited you to this call and tell them you're ready to get started on this technology. So you have your in. They were on the call. I just said at the very end, have this person, get back to the person who invited you and tell them you're ready to get started. So guess what? You have your in. I'm just checking in, are you ready to get started? That's it. Are you ready to get started with this technology? What did you think of the call? Are you ready to get started? And then have your conversation from there. So Pastor Ed just joined us. Let me make him a co-host. So there we go. Okay. So then let me see here. Okay, so that's your 10 hours a week to kind of break that down for you. Now, another thing to consider, okay, within that 5 hours that you're looking for training for yourself, something that I did when I started, which is huge, building your belief and understanding of all of the technology, how it's helping so many people with so many different issues. Okay. The way that I did that, my goal was to listen to one recording a day. So, and a lot of times it will be more than that. It's still today potentially more than that, because if you're in your car driving, that's what I'm doing. Okay. I'm either flipping between, listening to some type of sermon, and biblical, training and education, or I'm listening to some kind of LifeWave testimonial or training. So that is what you are going to want to do is if you're driving, super easy. I even sat down with somebody the other day because she couldn't figure out her car. Thankfully, she had a Toyota like mine because I am definitely not. I'm very technologically challenged. But because she had a Toyota and I had a Toyota, she couldn't figure out how to get your phone when she would pull up Telegram to then go in and look at, find videos she wanted to watch, then for her phone to then for it to transfer and be able to talk through her car because her phone wouldn't even necessarily play those. But it was just a one little button that had to be clicked or whatever to her for her to be able to do that. So if you are driving around, take that time to use it as training. And then what I would always do is there are people that when you're listening to that story, there are people that are going to come to mind. Okay. They might be people that are not on your list yet, that you haven't put them on your list. When you get stopped, when you're aware, if you have a second, or write yourself a note or voice text in your notes on your phone, I want to send that video to so and so. Okay. So you go back and you send this video, whatever you listen to, this made me think of you. There is a reason that that person came to your mind. You want to use that. Okay. I believe the Holy Spirit guides us to do what he calls us to do in our lives. And so when that person comes to mind, in my opinion, there is a reason for that. And so you want to use that. So make yourself a note. If you can't do it right now, if you're driving and you need a voice text because your video is done and you don't want to forget, that's totally me. So I am I'm like, okay, well, there was something that I listened to, and then I clicked into another video because I was still driving. And what was it? And who was I going to send? So have a way, voice text in your notes or whatever to make sure you send that video out. So that's just a little extra thing that I did when I first started. So build your belief, build your excitement is so worth it to listen to those story calls. So let's break this down, what that looks like. Okay. If you are contacting 3 people a day, 5 days out of the week, that's 15 people a week that you have now introduced to this technology. Okay. Huge, huge thing in this. You are not attached. You are not attached to whatever that person is going to decide. You are just running your business. You are doing your part. You're going through your steps. You're offering an opportunity to help someone with whatever's going on with them. Okay. And you're offering it without attachment. So that is a place that people get stuck, is that when they are so excited about this and they offer this technology to someone and that person isn't ready, or they're not willing to commit 1 month for every decade they're old, or they say they're just going to do 1 month and then the person doesn't feel anything in a month and they get their feelings hurt. Okay. You are not attached. Set the expectation up front, 1 month for every decade you are old. And I tell people, if you're not going to do this for the 5 months because you're 50 and you're not going to do this for the 5 months, then don't spend your money. I take it away. Again, that's me not being attached because I don't, yes, could someone feel something in that month? And so that is our pull sometimes for us to want to go ahead and just let them purchase it for the 1 month. But then if they don't feel anything, automatically they go to this does not work. Okay. That is so huge. All right. So take it away. Don't, again, you are not attached. I tell people all the time, if you're not going to commit to the 1 month for every decade you are old, don't even buy the first month because that could be a total waste of your money. And I don't want you to waste your money. Okay. Especially if most people are complaining to us about the money. Okay. Which they shouldn't. And we have to, explain that too, because the only competition, the only thing that's comparable is stem cell injections. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay. This is pennies compared to that. All right. So that's another thing. Always make that comparison when you're talking to people. But again, don't be attached. It's so huge. Don't be attached. Do the takeaway. Okay. If they are not going to commit to that, this is natural. We cannot expect. Do people's bodies react quickly? Yes. But we have no control over what's going on with them. So it is so important to do that takeaway. Let them know that you would never expect for there to be something that happens within 1 month. That the only way for you to feel comfortable about offering this to them is to set that expectation up front is that this is natural, causing their body to be supported naturally to work the way that it was already designed to work, which means it took you a long time to get in the state that you're in. So it's going to take a while to try to get those things that are supposed to be working well up and going again for you to have results. So please, please do the takeaway. Okay. Just tell them to not, you don't want them to spend your money. You wouldn't feel comfortable with that, and do that takeaway. They need to commit to their health. This is an investment in their health. So do they want to invest in their health in this way, in this technology, in a way that there is nothing else out there that can support their body on so many different levels with one tiny piece of technology? One. Okay. X39. One. Okay. So 15 people per week, because you talked or patched to 3 a day for 5 days a week, 15 people per week. So that's 15 times 52 weeks. That's 780 people a year that you have introduced this technology to without attachment. Okay. How many of us have been doing this for a while that we have talked to somebody for a year, for 2 years, and all of a sudden now they're finally ready to come and get started? Guess what? Because there was no pressure. There is no attachment to me offering this as something for it to help their health. So they feel very open to be able to come back to me at any time and say, you know what? I am finally tired of whatever's going on with me. And I've tried all these other things, and I'm ready to try what you have. And I cannot tell you the number of people that finally let them patch me for their issue. Okay. And yes, I had to use X39 Eon and Ice Wave, but the pain instantly starts to reduce. How many? So many times. Okay. But it was because I offered without attachment. So that is huge. So then let's see, brand partner pack and auto ship. So once they get started, you want to offer that brand partner package and then a monthly subscription. So it's always brand partner package with a monthly subscription. Now, when you're getting somebody set up, one of the things that I do as well is I do utilize the customer service program, the Plus program. I don't even offer the other one. I mean, if somebody goes to my website and they choose to purchase and do that, great, but I don't even offer that one. When I sit with someone, what I'm thinking is, what is best for this person in front of me? What is going to benefit them the most? Okay. If they're just looking at utilizing the technology for themselves, then I'm offering the preferred customer plus program, because they're going to get free product for 6 months. There's a lot of people that really love free product. And guess what? If they're getting free product and then they're getting some other results with some of that product, or you have your list. Okay. So on your list, they're getting now a free Eon or whatever they're getting. That's the next month that they're going to get 10 free. That's another reason to contact them. So you're keeping track of where they're at in that preferred customer program, so that you can give them information on what's going on with that patch, what's happening with that next patch that the company is offering them for free. Okay. But if they're a business owner, especially in the health sphere or super business minded, I don't even bring up the preferred customer plus program, just so you know. I am just offering the brand partnership because it makes no sense for them to just get free patches. They have 10 people that they could put me in a room full of right in that moment that already need this technology because they already know what's going on with them. So that's just kind of a little side thing. Sorry if I made you confused and I kind of went on a rabbit trail there. All right. So the other thing is, so set your goals. How many hours do you want to work? Okay. We kind of talked through some options with that. And then how much money do you want to make? Write it down. What does it look like for you? What do you need? How much do you need to make a week? How much do you want to make a week? What does that look like? Is it $1,000? Is it $5,000? Is it $10,000? Whatever it is, what do you want to make a week? Okay. This one was hard for me. So I came into this as truly out of praying for 2 years. Lord, what do you want me to do with my extra time? I homeschooled my children. I was in interior design before this. I do have a Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness. And so I've That's always been kind of where I've gone. And I've always researched those types of things. Okay. But now, after homeschooling my children, Lord, do you want me to go back working with my husband again, doing interior design? Do you want me to get my functional medicine degree? That was just where I was at. So I was in a place to where it didn't have to be about how much money I was going to make. I am super thankful. I do not take that for granted. I'm so thankful for that. And so 2 years, Lord, what do you want me to do with my extra time? So for me, what it's come down to is what it started with is how much money do I need to pay for my own patches? Okay, that was legitimate. My husband sees me spending money. He needs to know how I am going to pay for this in particular product that I want for my health, that I want for his health, that I want for my children's health. How am I going to pay for that? Okay. We have an amazing opportunity. We can use a business model to offer a wonderful technology to other people that offers them huge benefits in their health. And then they can also get it for free. They can get it for free just by telling other people, just by you helping them make a list and you talking to their friends because they think their friends need it, but they don't know how to talk to them, don't necessarily want to talk to them, whatever. Have a patching party. Like have them over for lunch, go out to lunch, whatever it is, help them get their product for free. Okay. We have a business model that does that. And that is amazing. And what we're offering is amazing to somebody's health. Okay. So then for me, then what it became is who can I help? What is it going to take for me to have the money that I can send these patches to missionaries that I hear about that have some sort of health challenge? Who in my, church, is someone that I care about, pastor's wife, pastor, whatever it might be, who just may not, don't have the finances because they are giving of their lives, whatever it is, whoever it is, who has been on my heart. There is someone that I had on my heart for years that I prayed for a way for the Lord to give me a way to help her with her health because that's what I love. Okay. That's my background. That's what I've studied my whole life. That is where I have focused and spent time, money, and energy in health. Okay. So I prayed for a lot of years. Guess what? I never thought it would be this amazing technology. I thought it would be that we would make enough money to where I could just go pay for her to go to a progressive healthcare practitioner to get her some answers and help in that way. Okay. Instead, guess what? I get to watch. I get to be a part of watching what this and it's still, hopefully I'll be able to tell you this story at some point and not cry, but I get to watch what it does for her. Okay. And I am able to give that because I set a goal of how much money that was going to take for me to buy the patches on, for me to be able to give them to her. So, how many people do you want to help that way? How many people, how much do you need? How much money do you need to have to where you can give patches to whoever it is that you want to give patches to? So, whatever motivates you, whatever you need, okay, if it's a dollar amount and that's what you need, write that down. If it's a giving amount, put a dollar amount to it. What is it that you need to be able to do those kinds of things? Okay, so let me go back. Let's go to the follow-up clipboard. So when you are calling someone, and I'm going to show you on Patch the Way where you find this, but you are literally going to call someone and read this. If you are sitting down with someone, if you're meeting them for coffee, this is in your little 3-ring binder, and you pull it out and you sit there and you both look at it and you just read it. That's it. That's all you do. Okay. So the X39 light technology patch is made of organic crystals, amino acids, salt, water, and oxygen, and forms a perfect lattice structure. This lattice structure is a reflector of light. Whose light? Your light. Our bodies radiate a low-grade infrared light. We know this to be true because people use night vision goggles to see that light. When a patch is placed on your body, it reflects back your own light to make change in your body. We call that photobiomodulation, light making change in your body. And this light works fast to turn old cells young again. Okay. And you can then read, it's going to have you go through how you wear the patch, where you place the patch. And then I also read this yellow portion of the patent. You cannot have a patent if your product cannot prove that it does what it says it's going to do. Okay. We have over 150 patents. Okay. This is not some small time, one patent, one product. This is 150 patents plus. Okay, so this is huge. This is not some small time little whatever, rinky dink. Huge, huge company, huge potential, huge backing, scientifically supported. Everything that you need is there. Okay. The more doctors that I talk to, the more doctors that I speak with who are looking at the progressive health coming out of maybe allopathic, looking at other opportunities, if they have already researched photobiomodulation, okay, this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. Okay. So be confident in what you're offering people, even if they don't understand what you're talking about. Even if you are making no sense to them because they haven't ventured in this or that or the other, but they have something going on with them, you be confident because people are searching for this. They are searching for an option. Okay. And you have it. You have that option. All right, so let's go to Patch the Way, and then we're going to move through where all your flyers come from that go in your 3-ring binder. So let me share my screen. At some point, surely I'm going to get this down to 30 minutes because I told Pastor Ed, surely I cannot talk. I can't talk this long. And here I am talking this long. So anyway, so y'all can laugh at me and I can't believe I'm talking this long, but here we are. Okay, so here is patchtheway.com. Hopefully you all can see that and it's screen shared properly. So I take an iPad, I go through this website, and all you have to do is click watch the 1-minute video. Okay, super easy. Watch the 2-minute video. If you call somebody on the phone, have them pull this up. Watch the video. It is so easy. You do not have to make this hard, okay? And if you don't use your iPad, then that's where we print out these forms. Let's see, download and send, how it works. Is this it? Yes. Okay. So that on that first video, that's this first form that you have printed out in your follow-up clipboard and what you're taking in your folder that you're just pulling out and reading, okay? Or you're opening it up and you're just reading. You can give this to them, but you don't have to. But obviously it tells them what it needs to say. Hopefully you can't hear my husband in the background. Okay, so let me go back. So let's go back to Patch the Way. You're just going to read all of that. Okay, you can watch this 2-minute video. These pictures are fabulous. Pictures speak 1,000 words. Okay, so you can print this right here. So this is perfect. This is not something you need to print it really nice one time, put it in your little sleeve. Okay, I have these plastic sleeves on here. So put it in your little sleeve so it's protected. You don't even have to pull it out. Just open your 3-ring binder and then talk through. And again, you can just read it. Read what it says at the bottom. As you get to know more about what's going on with these people, you can add, you can say other things as you've heard. So there's several of these pictures that on Wednesday night and sometimes on Saturday, they will go through and they'll give you even, a little bit more information than what you just see here. So, but again, you don't have to, you can just read it to people. Super easy. So have that in your book. So let me show you what else. So I showed you the business card, mypatchtools.com. Then, so this website, this is where you send everybody. They can get all kinds of great information, stories. I pull up and I read the patent right here, or it's already on that first one. So you can just, you can just go by this. You don't have to actually print a whole nother thing for this because it's on that one thing that you're going to read. Super easy. Okay. Let's see. So again, tons of information on here. If you have not gone through this website, go back through, click all the buttons, see what's there, see how you can use it. How are you going to feel comfortable? Watch all the videos. Make sure you watch all the videos that are there. Here's all the clinical studies, over 90, all the 100 plus, 150 plus patents, links to PubMed. Those are all here. The story of X39. Okay, deeper dive into that. How do you wear it? Okay, that was also on this already. Okay. So you don't even have to download, that part, but let's look up this tracker. We are going to change this too. Pastor Ed just came out with a new second half to this sheet that I love so much. So we're going to switch this maybe. I don't know if we can. So this I think is still good to send home with someone. That is in my 3-ring binder that I can send with someone. But I love what we're changing this to of all the different things, because this is a good little list. This is a good operational standpoint for someone to think through because they forget what's going on with them. We have multiple more things listed out that I think really helps people dive deeper into what's going on with them. And so we need to update that to the new one, Pastor Ed, that we have that you got together is fabulous. Okay. So then there is this one. Is that the one I just clicked on? Okay. So this one has the pictures here as well. So you could also use that. But then this second part is that same thing. But like I said, this new one that we've come up with is really fabulous. So we need to make sure we switch that so you guys have access to that right on patchtheway.com. This is another one that I print and send. This is in my little 3-ring binder. All you have to do is read it. Okay, once again. So you've got this that you're going through and sitting down and reading with someone. Okay, if you're not using an iPad or whatever, and you have the what to expect, and you literally, what happens in the first few days, you read it. What happens within 4 weeks, you read it. What happens within 6 weeks, read it. 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, what you can expect. So these are the things that people can expect. This is why we do 1 month for every decade you are old. Because in 3 months, when the collagen is starting to elevate, that gives the body enough time for it to go in and do some of those things that collagen is able to do. But it's going to take 3 months. So that is something that is super important. 6 months, people's difference in heart, blood pressure. I mean, even though for a lot of people, the blood pressure happens really fast, sometimes it doesn't. And so giving it that 6 months to really get into their cardiovascular system is fabulous. All right, so that's another thing I have printed. Here is a product summary sheet. I have a couple that I like a little bit better than what we have on here. And the reason is they're 1-pagers. Okay, this is a 2-page one, but it has a few little things. So it tells about all of our product line. This is something that I will leave with someone or send with someone so that they know about our whole product line. But I have a couple of others that I gravitate to because they're 1-pagers. So the chart with different things: energy, vitality, pain relief, inflammation, stress relief, all of that. And then there's that other one. I like this one too, because again, it's a 1-pager. So we can get those to you. Ask the person who invited you to get those to you. And maybe, Pastor Ed, I don't know if there's a way to link those two so people will have some options potentially, or I'm sure they're on my Telegram page. So go back here. Let me make sure I went through everything with you that I need. So here, this is the key, the patching podcast right here. This is the little button, the arrow. All they have to do is click in. So even this Monday training, even though it's not on here for the training, because it's more specific business information. So, it's not a big deal that it's not on here, but it's the same link. So every Monday, Monday at 6 Central Standard Time or your time, when you come back, all you have to do is click that arrow. It goes right into the Zoom call. So super easy for you to invite people to the calls, to tell them to go to Patch the Way, scroll down to the Patching Podcast, click on the arrow for the call that they are joining, the one that they are invited to. So that is all right here as well. And and if they're doing it from their phone, they can scan. I don't know how that works. I think you still have to have the, oh gosh, I don't know what happened. Okay, there we go. And then we have all kinds of videos down here of what doctors are saying. And here's all of our YouTube channels. Okay, so again, that's a great place to go to just click through and watch through videos. Pastor Ed just did a new one that's fabulous with like 2-minute clips of, and I don't know, we were going to put it under this deep dive section. It's probably not done yet, but just 2-minute clips, and you can just click play all. So if you're driving, it's going to go through David Schmidt talking about all the instructional, little, and there's some little tidbits sometimes in there too. I know, like with the glutathione, there's some great little tidbits in that little 2 minutes so that you can learn and that will be there. All right, let me see. Let me stop sharing my screen. I think that is all. I do want to do one other thing real quick because I want it on a recording. At some point, I'm going to do this at the beginning. So yeah, Pastor Ed's saying working on adding the videos now. So I want everybody to understand our WhatsApp group and our Telegram group. So make sure you're in those, but I also want you to understand how to use those. So I'm going to search for that and I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to do my screen share. Hopefully, I think I can do the screen share. Let me see. Okay, so I got the patch the way up. I'm sorry, the WhatsApp. Let me screen share and see if I can show you this because I want you to understand how to search for things. If you're not, so that's it. You need to join the Telegram Patch the Way, WhatsApp group Patch the Way. If you're in Dr. Caroline's group, you want to join the Native Son WhatsApp group, Facebook Patch the Way, Facebook Corporate, LifeWave Corporate, YouTube LifeWave Corporate, my YouTube, Nikki McCutchen, Patch the Way YouTube, LifeWave Corporate YouTube. Okay, so all of those you want to join and subscribe to as well. And so here's Patch the Way. So these are all actually all of my. So let me go into the Patch the Way one. Okay, in here, this search. So this is on your phone too, just in a different place. Okay, but if I want to search for, oh gosh, let's see. Let me just search for headache. Okay, so now I have things that are coming up that I can click on where they potentially mentioned some type of headache. Okay, that I can go to and I can find something that I may want to send to someone. Okay, so this is a YouTube video. All right, that was this gal. She's really great. I love her stuff. So that's another way. So I want you to know how to search in the chat for those kinds of things. Okay, that's super important. Then the Telegram works basically the same way. Let me close this out and let me pull up Telegram. And I just want to show you this because if you join these, it's so fabulous to be able to just search for something that you're looking for. All right, so I have got to do my screen share again. Let me go back. Sure, it's so crazy. Telegram and WhatsApp, thank you that it comes up properly and I can just click on it. Okay, so here's my Telegram, Nikki's LifeWave that you want to join on. The search is it's again, it's different on your phone than it is on the computer, but I can just go in and I can search for, of course, I should be able to think of things when I'm sitting here, but my brain is in different directions. So let's go with well, no, then I have to be able to spell it. Let's see. So I'm not going to say it since it's on a recording, but so you can see I searched for an eye condition and then I have all these different things that I can go into and click on that were specific to even for animals. Okay. It comes up. There's things there that come up. All right. But as you can see, if you're just on my main, Telegram, I categorize them into all these different categories for you. So if you are looking for something, if you want specific things on each one of our patches, there's all kinds of videos and information in there. Then there's all of these other different things going on with people that I have different kinds of videos. So testimonials, stories, patching recommendations that will be more specific to those areas. Have specific doctors that have done a lot of YouTube things. So this is a great, just a really wonderful resource that you have access to so that you have things that you can send people who are in need. Okay. So I wanted to make sure I showed you how to search in there. You saw how, how that was laid out. So I'm going to stop the recording. Let me just check back on my notes, make sure I got everything. I'm going to stop the recording. Yes, I told you all. Oh, and so this next hour, what I want to encourage you to do is At some point, I think we'll start doing this a little bit to where I just stop the recording and we're all going to stay on. We're going to stay on and we'll all see. I'll put the gallery view so you'll see everybody who's on. We're all on mute and we're working. We're all making our calls. We're all sending our texts. We're writing on whatever we need to do in our office. We are working our business for the next hour. So, this is a great way to set up your time starting your week off right on Mondays. So, getting some training in, being able to ask questions, and then just go to work. Okay. Get on the phone. If your upline is able to be on here and make calls with you, then you guys are doing that. Like we see you all here in the gallery. You guys are, it's all on you. You guys are making phone calls to people on your list, whatever help you need, but you're working your business for the next hour. So if you're watching this at night, okay, if you're watching this recording at night, take that next hour and work your business. Okay, call your upline, ask for help. And let's work your business for another hour of on your Monday to start your week off well. So I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to look in the chat and we'll see what questions I need to answer. I can figure out how to stop the recording.